What's going on, guys? In today's video we got some more Five Nights at Freddy's merchandise. In today's video we are checking out the brand new jump scare action figures. I couldn't find any of the playsets, otherwise they'd be in this video. If I do, they will be added into this. Currently all I'm able to find is the Jump Scare Bonnie, Jump Scare Freddy, and of course you got the Withered Foxy. I do not have the Withered Chica, couldn't find that one. Withered Foxy and Regular Foxy Indo series, and of course the Funko Pop that I've been looking for the longest time, which means you know it's coming soon, a playthrough on Funko Fusion. Anyway, without further ado, let's hop into this, going from the smallest to the largest. Alright, so starting with the Jump Scare figures, let me pull out the first wave of Jump Scare figures that we have, being the toy animatronics. Mangle is on the shelf somewhere that I cannot reach, so I'm not gonna go find her. If you remember, the Toy Chica Jump Scare figure that we have is broken, so yeah, bear with me. So this is the main three that we had from the first wave. Well, you know, you press the button on the back and they can jump scare you. Of course, I can't do, I think Toy Bonnie has the best action. But anyway, we're not here to see them. We are going to start off with the main man himself. Well, no. We'll start off with Bonnie first. And speaking of Bonnie, we have Withered Bonnie here to compare him to. You know, I don't really want to get the Indo series off my wall, because I have the packaging for the previous one hanging up, and it's out of reach, so we'll just put it with you. Bonnie action figure, jump scare action, purple packaging, I love that. You got the same Freddy render in the top corner here. On the back it shows what you can get in this wave, being Foxy with Office B, Golden Freddy with Office A, and Chica with Office C. Of course, if you get all three, you can connect them together, creating the office from Five Nights at Freddy's 1, and if you have all of them, you can create scenes from the games. And apparently the door is actually closed, so I can't wait to find these. Hopefully I'll find them soon. But anyway, let's open this and let's see what normal Bonnie can do, aside from look creepy in his packaging. Alright, so popping normal Bonnie out, articulation's pretty decent, so that's a plus. His hands, that's the one thing I hated about the Indo series, is the hands is so hard to move. A lot of good articulation here. Mouth opens, of course. Now, of course, the main feature is the jump scare, so let's press the button, if you didn't already see that. Of course, being the jump scare feature, you cannot move their heads. How it works is there's a button on the back, and you press that, and the spring-loaded mechanism in the figure itself will go off. Kind of like spring locks in the game. But anyway, there is our good friend Bonnie. I almost said Toy Bonnie, but since we have Bonnie here, we'll compare him to Withered Bonnie. Height-wise, Withered Bonnie is definitely taller and a lot bigger. Moving him aside, comparing him to the Jump Scare Toy Bonnie, which we're getting Indo series of the toy animatronics, they're roughly about the same size. You know, which do I think looks better? For the Jump Scare feature, I think that the Toy Bonnie figure does better, because this one's a lot more stiff to use. And as for articulation, I'd say Bonnie, because his articulation does him a lot of good. Now, moving these guys aside, oh, they have glow-in-the-dark eyes, but I never can get the glow-in-the-dark features to work on anything. Moving him aside, back to game. Oops. We got regular Freddy, which comes with his microphone, is a good to note, which I don't understand. Freddy comes with his microphone, Chica don't come with her cupcake, and Bonnie don't come with his guitar. That's a missed opportunity. Packaging's about the same here, except for it shows for Freddy at the top instead of Bonnie. And of course, you know, you can have the same stuff that you can collect, and right here on the side you have that big old render of Freddy. Love the render that they used. Now, without further ado, let's pop him open, and let's take him out of his packaging here. Wow. Okay, first order of business. Does his microphone? Yes, his microphone can come out of his hand. Whether you want to do that or not is up to you. Alright, so first of all, you'll want to get him Okay, just like Toy Freddy, I've noticed he has that. It's weird. It's only the Freddy ones. Because I have moving these guys aside. Moving those guys aside. The jump scare feature Toy Freddy, I notice you can also pose his arms, like a lot better. Like it's limited, but you can still move him. Like see, you can move. It's always this arm you can move out. But as for, and it's weird. Yeah, because you can't do that on that side if you want, unless you want to break the jump scare feature. Before I end up doing that on accident, we should probably show you the jump scare feature. Anyway, that was cringe. But comparing the two together, you have regular Freddy next to Toy Freddy, which design-wise, I did like Toy Freddy, but honestly, I kind of like Freddy more. Because Freddy just kind of looks pretty good. I don't know, just something feels weird about Toy Freddy. It just kind of seems a little bit bulky. You can't really put his arms down any further than what they are. Comparing him to Withered Freddy, we are getting a jump scare series of the regular figures of the endos, so, yeah, you can't really move their hands like you should be able to. I'm gonna have to glue his hand back on. Oh no. I got lucky. But yeah, you can't really move the Endo series hands really well like you can these guys. Because these guys, you got the good articulation on it. Anyway, they should have a show stage set. I'm calling it now. The next wave is going to have a show stage set. Whether it be for, although there was a reliable leaker that showed, well, not a reliable leaker, but kind of showed a booth of what the Jazzwares is going to have. And, I don't know, we kind of got a little bit of a sneak peek of what's going to be coming, and it kind of looks like we're getting the fun times next. Anyway, so, that's Freddy. And we'll have Bonnie next to him. The two standing next to each other look amazing. Here's both their jump scare features together. Yay, we're happy. Anyway, moving these guys off to the side. Now, there it is. The Freddy Fazbear with Pizza Launcher for Funko Fusion. Now, I love the packaging. I love the purple accents to it. I love, there's not much, like, it's not in a certain wave, so you don't get, like, other FNAF characters that you can collect. Probably the only one that I'll be picking up from the Funko Fusion series. I might get Megan if I find her, but that's about it. And I love the iridescent look to it on the letters. And on the top you have your basic Funko. Now, I'm going to move this off to the side and open it only because it has a game code for the character, which I do plan to be playing the game. And so, that is the only reason why I'm moving this off to the side and opening it instead. Alright. Now, let's pop him out of his packaging and take a look-see. The Faz, I'm gonna call that the Faz Cannon. So he has full 360 regular pop, well, maybe not full 360, but almost full 360 for the regular pop. He doesn't like to stand up the greatest. I think there's a collector's card in here too. Could be wrong. It's just the basic code for the Funko Fusion kit. Now, I will say that I do like this figure. The Pizza Cannon looks amazing. I'm gonna hopefully try and find the exclusive one where he's covered in pizza and glows in the dark, I think. But the Pizza Cannon looks amazing. You have, like, the ears, the top hat, the bow tie at the bottom, the teeth, the checkered pattern like you always have in the Five Nights at Freddy's universe for the pizza flooring, and then you also have little teeth, even a little nose and like dimples, like he's dimples with freckles or whatever you want to call them. So not much to the Funko figure, but I will say my ratings for the Funko figure probably about a solid 8 out of 10. The only reason I don't give it a bigger rating is because, you know what, screw it, a 10 out of 10. I think that this is a good Funko Pop. Only because you not only get a Funko Pop, but if you own the Funko Fusion game, you can redeem that code and get a free character. So basically, it's Toys to Life again. Remember that era where we had Lego Dimensions and stuff like that? I don't think that'll ever come back, but it's kind of slowly coming back. I mean, a lot of the franchises that were in it are slowly coming back. So anyway, next, the Endo series Foxy. On the back here, it shows what all you can collect. We're still missing Classic Chica Endo series. I probably will now this is probably the only time, if you are my friend, that you will see regular Foxy, because I will not. It's hard. It's very hard to take apart and put these guys back together. So I'm probably gonna have him displayed as Withered Foxy, because that is my favorite, one of my favorite Wizards. You got regular Freddy render up in the corner here, a side window, not much to it. Got the front of the packaging. Notice that they don't have any legs. That's because they have the endo parts showing through each of their bodies. It also has glow-in-the-dark eyes, and you got the top window. Now, let's take our handy-dandy scissors, and let's slowly cut this bad boy open. Never underestimate the cunning of a pirate, or a fox for that matter. Alright, sliding Foxy out. We also get, if you slide the backdrop out, this nice little backdrop here, which I think I might actually use for this video. There. I know FNAF 1 characters don't really fit, but, for that backdrop, but I kinda like the backdrop, I'm not gonna lie. Anyway, so slowly opening this up because I don't want to get the parts mixed up. So we got regular Foxy here. We're gonna take a look at him first, which it looks pretty plain and simple to assemble, so we're just gonna do a little speed time-lapse kind of thing of us assembling Foxy here. First of all, we'll take a look at the endo before we assemble Foxy. The endo, there's not much to the endo. I mean, it's the same endo we got previously with the other characters in the other waves. Decent articulation, ball joint, you can pop that off if you wanted to. Don't recommend it, but you can, because it's hard to snap back on. Yay. Alright, raising our backdrop friends here. Putting him next to, them. Wow, the Endo series figures are really tall. I didn't realize how big they were. I mean, just look at them compared to, like, the jump scare characters. Anyway, so here is normal Foxy. I love the hook. Articulation is very, very limited with normal Foxy. I'm assuming it's going to be the same with, you can have have him running. Get his jaw open. Articulation is very limited with the Foxy figure, which is kind of sad. Here's the cool part though. You can still see that he has pegs down here where if you wanted to, you can mix and match. But yeah, here is normal Foxy with normal Freddy and normal Bonnie. And now it's time to disassemble this fox. Oh, before I do that though, what are my ratings? Wow, that happened. What are my ratings with this figure? If I can get him to stand, that'd be nice. Him compared to the Withered Freddy figure, yeah, the Withered Foxy will probably go better next time. But, you also have the Withered Bonnie figure that I'm gonna put next to these two. Tails! Yeah, it don't look that bad, but honestly I prefer Withered Foxy. Anyway, I'm going to make a jump cut, so see you when I get Withered Foxy built. Okay, so here is Withered Foxy put together. I do like one of the things that they did was, at least to distinguish the hooks, they added withering on this. Now, one of the things I must note is the hooks for Foxy are a lot more articulated than the hands for the other characters. Well, I guess the hook for Withered Foxy is anyway. But, yeah, the hooks are a lot easy, look really good, honestly. Now we're only missing one Withered, and then we have the full, FNAF 2 cast. We're only missing Chica and Foxy, and then we'll have the whole Freddy, cast from FNAF 1. Now, I have a little surprise for you guys. First, let's get these bad boys out of here. We'll take a deeper look into the figure. Now, taking a deeper look into the Foxy figure, let's kind of take a look at him on this backdrop here. The hook is fully posable, and has, like I said, for some reason the articulation on the Withered figures are, like, really better, like, really good compared to, what is it? Compared to the regular Indo series figures. Like, honestly. Now, one thing I've seen a lot of people do online is they'll take an X-Acto knife and, like, go through and, like, do their actual withering, because it doesn't look accurate right now at the moment. Even the feet aren't accurate. I just, you know, I don't do anything to try and fix it. But I do notice that the jaw is a lot more wide and open with Withered Foxy compared to regular Foxy. The head can actually full 360, unlike normal Foxy. Now, the surprise that I was talking about. You're in for a treat. Completely out of cardboard, mostly, I made the entire FNAF 2 office with the little desk and even a mask. Now, scooting this back just a little bit, let's add some figures. First, you know, you've got to do the iconic "I've had enough of this, show them you're the night guard, it be the night guard," you know, scene. If I can get it in his hook. Oh, he can't really stand. My point is, you gotta keep an eye out for Foxy in the hallway. Ooh. Because if you don't keep an eye out for that fox in the hallway, he'll come running at you. Alright, we got a perfect spot for him. Now, as for Withered Bonnie, I think he can just kind of chill in the corner here. This is what I've been displaying my figures on, by the way. Toy Bonnie will put him in a crawling pose, coming through the left vent, or the right vent, sorry. And as for Toy Chica, we will do the same for her. Put our mask on. Then, of course, Withered Freddy, you gotta do the iconic, you know, desk where he's reaching out for you. And then Toy Freddy. Since he's smaller, we can put him in front of Withered Bonnie. But this was my little surprise. I made a cardboard office for my FNAF 2 figures, and I really like how it turned out. You know, I don't have one for the FNAF 1 characters, but I have a feeling Jazzwares will do that for me when I get the FNAF 1 office. Now, I'm hoping that they do something similar like what they did with the FNAF 1 office, where you can collect them and put them together. But instead, I hope that they do that with the FNAF 2 office. I even added the little posters and a poster on the side with the Easter egg, it's me. You got your little mask here, and gotta take it off and gotta put the mask on. Let's see if we can simulate what it would be like wearing the mask. I think we're safe, we got the mask on, right? Well, though, unfortunately, that is gonna be where this video ends. I really hope you guys did enjoy today's unboxing and review of everything. It was kind of a shorter video, I know, I'm sorry, but I do hope that I can find the Withered Chica, and maybe, you know, I'll find those other, the FNAF 1 playset, and then we'll actually have something to store these little guys in. But, in the meantime, they're just gonna chill on my shelf. Also, another thing I wanted to note, the Freddy head that's for the Indo series is like twice the size of the jump scare figure. So the jump scare figures are like purposely made smaller, but doesn't make much sense because of how all the mechanisms are in there. You'd think that they'd have to be made bigger to be able to jump scare people. Anyway, really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I think my favorite thing out of all this today has to be the Withered Foxy. And coming in second has to be the Funko Fusion Freddy, because, I mean, now that we have the Funko Fusion Freddy, we're going to be playing Funko Fusion. And then, of course, you got, probably Freddy. I like Freddy out of the jump scare figures that we reviewed today. Just looks a lot better. I mean, you just can't go wrong with original. Okay, just throw your microphone, why don't you? You can't go wrong with original Freddy. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. And yeah, peace, my retro gamers. Okay, another thing that I forgot to mention, I had a Funko Bonnie figure. So comparing the two together, Jazzware is obviously the best, but color-wise, I feel like Funko got the accurate colors. Although, for some reason I like to give the FNAF characters upper teeth. That's one thing I didn't like. I will collect the rest of these, though. Which do I like better? Obviously, the Funko. Not the Funko, but the Jazzwares. The Jazzwares has a jump scare feature. And then the Funko one, it just kind of sits there and just crumbles. Like, look how wiggly he is. Then you get the other. So yeah, there's my little comparison. I don't have a Funko Freddy, unfortunately, so Otherwise, I compare that too, but this is what we got. Anyway, I figured I'd throw that in there.